Today I'm going to make some almond milk that doesn't require a blender. You want extra creamy almond butter, that the only ingredient is almonds. You don't want it with added salt or sugar. You need to blend it real good before you use it because almond butter that has no stabilizers will separate very easily, very fast. So you need to work it till it's completely smooth and not chunky and clumpy. I did this after the hurricane when we had no electricity. You're going to need a protein powder shaker with a steel ball like this. You're going to use 1 cup of water and 1 cup of water and 1 tablespoon of almond butter. Okay, we've put in the tablespoon of almond butter and the steel ball. Next, we're going to shake the hell out of it for about 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes of shaking, we got this. Now you can either strain it if you find it a little bit too gritty, but I'm going to be using this in a smoothie later, so I'm just going to leave the almond pulp in here, which is really not that much. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, not too much. I'm going to put in a tad bit of xanthan gum as a thickener to give it a more creamier texture like regular almond milk from the store. I'm not even going to use a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm using roughly an 1/8 teaspoon. Next, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And finally, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of sweetener of choice. So I'm going to use a little bit of erythritol and stevia blend. As you can see, there's where my ingredients are: the erythritol, the vanilla extract, and the xanthan gum, and a little bit of salt. Now we put the lid back on and we're going to shake it for a few more minutes. Now this is not going to have the same consistency as making it in a blender, but this works if you have no electricity or you're camping or it's a yucky day out and you're out of milk and you need to go to the store and it's too yucky to go to the store. This is after 5 minutes. As you can see, it's starting to thicken. It has the consistency of store-bought almond milk. Yes, it's a little bit darker. That's because we're using the shaker and not a blender. So it is not as good as doing it with a blender, but under these circumstances, it works. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really haven't made videos before. This is really my first time. A friend of mine requested this recipe since I was able to have almond milk when we had no electricity for a few weeks.